Welcome back. I'm Feroda Moonrunner, and I'm very excited for the big midnight reveal on August 19. I previously shared some zone predictions, but today I'm going all in. It's time to talk expansion predictions, and I'm keeping the intro brief. These are my 4 final predictions for World of Warcraft Midnight. I like the hero talent system added in the War Within, and I'm predicting we'll see it expanded in Midnight. 10 more talent points for 10 more levels. They could approach expending hero talents in multiple ways, but I think the way that makes the most sense is to add an additional separate tree to each hero talent specialization. For example, a Keeper of the Grove druid currently has one tree primarily themed around Force of Nature, a spell that summons treants. The expanded Keeper of the Grove druid talents could add a second tree that augments Entangling Roots to be a major cooldown instead of a situational crowd control spell. I also really want the hero talents to change the visual effects of abilities more often to really focus on the class themes. But it didn't happen before, and I don't think they'll do it this time either. I think they will only expand the list of spells for hero talents to augment. I really want there to be a new class in Midnight. I think there are some fun possibilities for an elf-themed, primarily ranged class, but I'm not sure it'll happen. I also want a new race or two to play as, but I'm not sure what to expect. Instead, I am predicting additional race class combos, and I think paladins are at the top of the list. The tier storyline in Dragonflight already laid the groundwork for a new paladin order, and we already know that we're fighting alongside the forces of the light. If we're ever getting paladins for all races, then now is the time. Ghosts of Koresh has provided the possibility of void elves becoming demon hunters, and that could lead to even more races becoming demon hunters as well. Finally, the promised reunification of the elven tribes might open the way for more druids. Demon hunters and druids seem less likely than paladins, but if we're not getting a new class, then I think it becomes more reasonable to expect that work to be put into expanding our current options. My third prediction is that Midnight will begin in Quel'Thalas, but as the story progresses, we will return to Khazalgar. The War Within is the first part of a trilogy, and there are some loose ends in Khazalgar that need to be resolved. I think some of these stories might still continue before Midnight begins, but others may be waiting for their moment later. What is deep in the lake of Hallowfall? Where do the Haranir live? What was Galen protecting behind Dornagal? I don't think these stories are forgotten, but we need to return to Khazalgar to learn more. Returning to the zones of the previous expansion could feel like a major change. Too often, past zones feel stuck in the distant past. But for a cohesive story to be told across 3 expansions, I think it's critical for us to return to areas we've already seen from time to time. My final prediction is that Queen Ashara will make her return in Midnight. The story needs a catalyst to reunify the elven tribes of Azeroth, and the return of their ancient queen seems like a great unifying threat to me. On the Forbidden Reach, we found a Song of the Depths, a document detailing the return of Ashara. Most of what was written has come to pass. All that remains is for the Harbinger, Xal'atath, to fulfill the final prophecy and complete the awakening, and then Ashara will return. I am recording this a few days before the release of Manaforge Omega, and it's possible that the ending cinematic will reveal more about what to expect at the end of Midnight. Without that context, I think there are only 3 likely candidates for the final boss of Midnight. It's either Xal'atath, a possible unnamed 5th Old God, who may be depicted on a mural in Azj-Kahet, or Queen Ashara. Today, I'm predicting Queen Ashara. And that's it. My final predictions for World of Warcraft Midnight. Don't forget, the big reveal is very soon on August 19. Once we know all the details, I'll make another video checking out if I got anything right. Thanks for taking the time to watch all the way to the end. please consider liking the video or subscribing to the channel to help me out. This is my third video. If you're looking for more predictions, check out my first video, where I predicted the zones we will revisit in Midnight. Farewell.